I do not know what happened. I do not know what happened. How am I supposed to share it? Unless you want to go ahead and share it. I don't think StreamYard's give you the option. Oh. Really? Is this sub only? Nope, there you go. Sub only chats, maybe? Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can find you. This is my second time using TikTok.
It's okay. We're going to figure it out.
A little echo. So I don't know if you could just share it to your socials like Facebook, whatever, on StreamYard. I'd be fine with that. Because I can't.
Okay. All right. Here. Yeah, we're going to have an echo. Turn one of your devices down. Yeah.
Much better. Okay.
There. Is that better?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. Here we go on StreamYard.
I don't know if TikTok can hear me though.
Okay. Here we go, friends. All right, you guys. We are live. Let me just make sure that this is shared properly. Y'all, if you don't know who this is Linda. She also goes by Jade, but I interviewed her on my podcast. And hang on. Okay. Why is that? Oh, got it. Okay, hang on. Because it's streaming to my IG too, and it's... Okay, I think we're good. Woo! All right. Yeah, okay. We're live. We're good. So, everybody, hi. This is Linda, and I am Stacey Short, for those of you that don't know me. And Linda is an evidentiary psychic, and I am a life coach, and I had the absolute pleasure of interviewing Linda earlier this week. It's been a long week, on my podcast, and that releases on Thursday. So go watch it on my YouTube channel. But in interviewing Linda, I was really curious, and so she is lovely enough to be giving me a reading tonight, and so I'm excited. I am completely open to whoever wants to come through, whatever this looks like. The power of the mind fascinates me, and what people can do with it fascinates me. And so I think Linda, I've watched some of her readings, and I think her mind is just beautiful. And so let's see what happens tonight, if anything. Linda, introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi everybody. My name is Linda. I'm more of an evidential medium, and I've been doing this for 4 years. I also do tarot, not just mediumship. And am I still streaming on TikTok?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Okay, anyways, so yeah, I've been doing this for 5 years, and now I'm just trying to come out on podcasts and just a little bit put myself more out there. And like you said, we did a podcast a week ago, however long ago it was a podcast. But yeah, let's see. Usually in my readings, it can get complicated, especially since we're live streaming. I'm not doing one-on-one session. So if I get it mixed up in messages, I'm sorry. I'm just letting you know ahead of time, so sorry. And so yeah, basically I'm just giving her a free reading, and maybe you guys will get a little bit of taste of how I do my mediumship. And for my TikTok viewers, please feel free to share the live and everything. And same for the people over here. Please share the live, if you guys want to. So yeah, I guess we can get straight to your reading. If you're ready for it and stuff.
I'm ready for it. And I just shared the live to your Facebook page, so we should be good to go.
Okay. So usually in my readings, sometimes in the beginning, 2 people or multiple people can come through. So if you want to write down the information comes through, you're more than welcome to write down, have a pen and paper, whatever information doesn't resonate with you at that time.
Okay, fair. Yeah, I should have come prepared to class, but I didn't. So
you're fine.
And getting up would mean all of this would topple over. So we're just gonna wing it. Okay, I'm ready.
So yeah, sometimes in the beginning, 2 multiple people can come through in the reading, and they tell me like a general title or relationship to you, like a grandmother, but don't tell me exactly which side of the family. Again, it's really up to you, kind of pinpoint who information goes to who and what. And sometimes they can appear and throughout their life, like how they look like and dress. So just keep in mind, if just for example, sometimes if you do have a partner or significant other, your significant other's loved ones can come through too. Just a reminder too, if you have it, but it seems like you don't, correct?
Yeah, not any longer. Okay, I mean,
okay.
He's living, but we're not together, so
okay.
No.
Yeah, so sometimes their loved ones can come through.
Okay.
And sometimes the information that doesn't make sense to you, you may have to ask your siblings or your family members, because they visit everybody too, not just you.
Okay.
And stuff. So let me see who's around. Okay. Looks like you have 2 around you. I want to say there's like a grandfather and a grandmother. Right now I feel like their personality as a whole is like they're observant. They just kind of curious about me. So let's see. So this grandmother, she's coming through the strongest right now. That I'm able to pick up. So the way she's coming through right now, it feels like towards the later years of her life, like she's sitting by herself. I'm not sure if she's a nursing home, but it's just a scenario where she's sitting by herself, and I'm seeing from her the side view profile. So the way I'm seeing her from side view, it's more like she's thin and skinny. If the thin and skinny way, like she doesn't have appetite to eat, so she's kind of lost weight in that sense. And I feel like even when she didn't have a lost appetite throughout her earlier life too, her weight fluctuates here and there, not as much, but it fluctuates. So usually in that sense of the scenery and the environment that I'm getting right now, I'm getting some sort of like a memory loss. I'm not sure what's the cause of the memory loss, but my mind feels groggy. I have awareness, but I don't. Like my mind wander off. It's like a little kid. Not trying to be that way, but it's the way I'm feeling right now. So I'm not sure it's like dementia, Alzheimer's, or just something that triggered the memory loss. The way she's making me feel, it feels like she yearns more for family connection, more time for family. And I feel like the way she's trying to tell me is that you guys did try your best to make plans and make time and arrangement, but something always popped up, So she doesn't have any ill intentions or hard feelings. She understands. Now she did. Well, now she does. She understands why you guys couldn't, make time to see her. Her hair, it feels like it's a poofy curl back hair. So I'm not sure throughout her life she has to went to salons to get her hair done and everything, but it's poofy, curl back, or it's just like poofy. I know when colors get brought up, or I see colors, it's different shades or color, but to me it looks the same right now. So it's like silver and white hair. It's just like in that color sense of way. Um, I also feel like she has like wrinkles and age spots too around her cheekbones. Um, and so a rosary is being brought up. So I'm not sure if the rosary is because like the actual necklace rosary, or because she has some kind of like religious beliefs, or she grew up in a religious background, stuff like that. Um, to me, right now she's saying that she is with her husband, or she's with this man, this older gentleman. I feel like they pass about almost the same time, like a year or two apart. Just like they almost pass the passing the year is almost the same. I could be wrong, but it's what she's telling me. Again, keep in mind, it can be multiple people coming through. Um, let's see, I'll give it more blankets, something over her to keep her warm. Shoulders, like just like the warmth. It feels like with that time when she was like healthier and more active. She was very welcoming to people. She cooks for guests and she cooked for people that came over to her house and stuff. Because again, it could be multiple people coming through. I'm not sure. I'm just telling whatever information comes through. But I feel like one of them is in wheelchair though. I'm literally seeing wheelchair, not for like because they're wet bound, but it's like more balance wise. In the speech, I'm trying to talk fast. I want to talk fast, but she's making me like, no, slow down. So maybe her speech, the momentum of her speech kind of slowed down throughout her life too. She's trying to give me more. I can feel that pull. Like she's trying to work with me. I think that's about it. I'm not sure if you know who this woman is.
It could be a few, so I'm not clear yet. It could be a couple.
Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to get which side of the family, but they said the dad side is coming the strongest. Dad is coming through the strongest. I could be wrong, but please correct me.
Okay. That still could be a couple.
Okay.
Yeah. I have no clue. I've got a couple in mind, but nothing's
Okay.
hitting like, oh, it's her. No, not yet.
Let's see. So the mentioning the month of March, besides being a holiday, what would the month of March to you? Not related to them, but in general.
March related to them.
Not related to them, but in general.
March in general. I lost somebody really close to me in March. It wasn't one of them, but it's a really sad month for me. Yeah.
Okay.
And they
maybe
would know.
throughout.
And they would know.
So okay. That's what I'll say, because maybe throughout later in the reading they'll probably reveal one themselves to me.
Okay.
Let's see, March. And then I want to pull me back to April too, the month. It's like a separate occasion.
April. Nothing off the top of my head. It might be some birthdays, but that doesn't stand out.
Okay, and that's okay, because sometimes be birthday, death day, anniversary. Don't forget to like minor events in your life, graduation, you met a partner, or you graduated school. Just small things in your life events. Yeah. And that's okay for April. And then I want to go back to August. Pull me back to August.
Okay. No, nothing in August.
Okay. And then to your awareness or acknowledgement, whatever, to your knowledge or your awareness, I'm not sure what's that family. This is a grandfather that's served in the war coming through.
Okay. Yeah, I have a couple. It could be a grandfather or a great grandfather.
The one I'm seeing, I want to say it the first. How to say it? The first war. I'm not sure whoever served in the war first. There's one coming through. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, not really. No, I'm not
Ugh,
grasping that because at first, like, so it could be a great grandfather or the older of the two of my grandfathers. Yeah, that's confusing. I don't know.
because like, he's like, I served the war. I was the first one who served the war. Um, it's like I feel like he's tall. Of course, his posture is like straight.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about now.
Like I won't say he's not necessarily bald on the top, but it's like thinning the hair. That makes sense. Just
Yeah.
right hair, because he wants to talk about his hair. He said, "My hair, my hair." So he said, probably you know more about the description because he's talking about my hair. His hair is like a little bit thin in the top. To me, I feel like he's showing me that if you and him will stand side by side, he'll be like the 6 foot 5'9" height.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Okay. Um, I'm not sure this is the same grandfather, but the one that's like coming through right now, giving the information. I'm seeing like not necessarily suspenders, but like collared shirts. It's like
Collared?
casual, yeah, collared shirt. It's like casual
Okay.
clothing, nothing
Hmm.
too fancy, just casual. Um, it feels like he passed like on a medical setting, like in a hospital bed and stuff. I could be wrong.
Um,
Like it just like in that
yeah.
sense.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, and I felt like one of them had family members surrounding him and one of them didn't. Will that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, so the one that has the family members around him, he's the one that's coming through.
Okay. All right. It's my father's dad then.
Okay, and then he's bringing up about mentioning of holding his hand. Will that make sense?
Oh,
Okay,
that's weird. Why would you know? That's weird. Yeah. The day he died, my cousin sent me a picture of him holding his wife's hand.
okay,
That's weird.
okay. Hey, well, I'm glad. No, so he said he's showing me it's like someone's holding his hand, and let's see what else. He just want to say thank you to the people who made it, and I feel like there was somebody else that wanted to come but couldn't come.
It was me.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's
But he
okay.
said don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. I said it's okay. He's always around you, and I feel like he's telling me that you guys had that spiritual connection, anyways.
I loved him very deeply. Very
Yeah.
deeply.
Um, and then he said he's your guide. He comes through in the readings for you, or not readings, but he comes through for you more than other grandfathers. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. But he says that sometimes he would try to confuse you because like it's more like he's trying to trick you, like a trickster spirit. Like to kind of confuse you, like that kind of confusion, stuff like that. But he said that's just him. If you ever think trying to get confused or a trickster spirit or something, he said that's just him. He's just playing jokes on you because he said I was like that in real life too. I was a trickster. I was a jokester. I tried to be the life of the family, but people would shut me down. It's
Yeah,
just he's talking about
he was
himself
funny.
more. Yeah.
Yeah, he was funny. He was very
Let's
funny.
see. What else does he have to say? And then I want to mention the other grandfather who didn't really have much family members with him when the passing.
Okay.
Um, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but they're mentioning something for hospice or just some kind of like someone outside of the family took care of him. Will that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Um, and remember in the beginning when I said that they understand now why you guys couldn't make it?
Okay. Hmm.
I think that's him coming through too earlier.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes. So I'm trying to connect dots, and they're trying to help me connect the dots to the information that goes with them. And let's see. Would you or in the female side of the family be named after a grandmother, a departed grandmother?
Nope, none of us are.
I wonder why they mentioned that. Like,
Yeah, not
I'm not.
even like my mom, my like far no, nobody far back. Um, no, not my grandmother's, no.
They're mentioning. Was there a thought about like picking a baby names to name after someone?
On the male side of the family.
Okay.
Yeah, and through the male line, not through the female line.
Okay. I wonder, let me try to interpret the message correctly then. I think maybe not you, but maybe like, would your siblings be married?
Yes.
Okay. And I feel like maybe that's the conversation the grandmother was hearing about, like, whoever was married, your siblings, they're wanting to name after the kid under the grandmother. That makes sense now.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it does now. Yeah, it does now. Thank you. Yes. So my brother and sister-in-law, they bucked tradition and they named my oldest nephew. Wait, is that? Yes, his middle name is my mother's maiden name. So yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, grandmother. Okay. I'm glad that information makes sense. Let's see what else. And there's something about someone discovering a box of letters, like old timey letters. Will that make sense?
Not to me. I'd have to ask.
Okay, this old timey letters. Someone discovered a box of letters, written letters. And then I want to say this mentioning of someone receiving or getting the gift of a stuffed animal. I'm getting like specifically like a teddy bear, but I could be wrong. But just like a stuffed animal.
No, those
And
are mine.
okay, okay.
Those
But
are
it feels
mine.
like way back in the past, way back the past,
Yeah.
like as a
Oh
child.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Those are
okay,
mine.
okay. There's a quite a few of them, like a couple. That makes sense.
Yeah. That yeah,
Okay,
that was a
okay,
thing. It
good.
was a thing for me when I was little. It was always teddy bears from multiple family members.
Okay, that's awesome. Because they tell me it was just not one. No, no, it's multiple. She got multiple teddy
No, I
bears.
did. I did from multiple family members throughout my in my childhood. Yeah, that's true.
um, there's they're making me feel how to say it. It's like I know some sort of a box or a keepsake something, but it has jewelries in it from a departed female.
Yeah, I have my grandmother's ring.
Okay. So it must be in a box or something that's
It is.
something. Okay.
It's in a yeah,
Uh,
it's in a jewelry box.
and then I want to say something about the departed male too. Someone has a departed male's something of his too. Maybe a
Yes, I
ring or
do.
watch or
No,
something.
it's not jewelry. I don't have jewelry, but I do have something I mean literally right next to me from a
Oh,
departed male.
okay. Because I wonder if there's other information coming through too. Because I'm trying to be aware. Um. Okay. Something jewelries. But I'm seeing somebody has a departed male's ring though, wedding band. I wonder if there's
I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to ask. I
gonna
don't.
be a wedding band, but I'm getting some
Mm,
kind of ring. Um.
okay.
Okay. So I'm not sure whose house it is, but I'm just getting like a very tall object. There's like a baby picture on top of it, of the object. Should be like a nightstand, bookshelf, just like a baby picture on top of it.
That could be my parents' house. Yeah, they've got a lot of baby. It depends on whose baby picture.
I want to say, the way they like try and tell me is like the very old timey for back then, the past babies with their dresses and stuff like that. It's very back then.
Okay, that's my parents' house. My mom has a bunch of those photos of our family.
Okay, okay, awesome. Um, who would? Okay, so I'm going to put a trigger warning to everybody, and again, it may happen to you or your social connections, your friends, coworkers, just whatever you intuitively feel to try to talk about. But in the terms of what you consider rape,
Okay.
um, it feels like someone is trying to process the feeling of what happened and like I don't know how to say it's like they heal but not healed. Will that make sense?
That's quite a few of us, yeah. That's
Um
quite a few of us.
I'm not sure, no, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like it was done by another family member or someone you guys consider family.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. And yes, that's very true.
Okay.
Yeah, very much.
Um, let's see. I think they're trying to say like they want to talk about it. Please correct me wrong. It'll be somebody else, not you, right?
No, it's not me.
Okay, so somebody else that happened to. Would the person
Yeah.
be still alive today?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Um, are they more? Are they spiritually aware too? Like they know these things exist?
Yeah. Yes, she would be. Yeah.
Okay. Because they're trying to give you more information. But at the same
Oh,
time, they
that'd
don't
be
try to talk too much about it.
she would love that. But it depends on who it's coming from.
I don't know if they're gonna try to tell me information, but let's see what else they have to tell me.
Okay.
I'm getting the energy that's coming to me. Feels like an uncle or someone like she looked up to as a male figure in her life.
Yes, that's accurate. The
So it'll be like a kind
perpetrator
of
or who's coming through right now?
the the one who did it.
Okay. Yes, that's true.
Okay. But somehow he's telling like he's making me feel that it's not necessary like he was not necessary family. It was kinda like I don't know how to describe the relationship. It's like he is family but he's not. Will that make sense?
It might. That would be a really weird one if you got it. So I'm gonna hold back just a little bit and get one a little more piece of confirmation before I because that would be really freaking weird. Like really weird.
Um
It's a
I'm trying.
it's a family secret weird. Like that would be strange. So
Yeah, I just feel like he was a family friend. Like he was just like the way they're like trying to describe me, the painting a picture, literally painting a picture, like there's the family and then there's like a line drawing out, like maybe he was like introduced to a family as a family friend. And then I don't know, it's just something like he was accepted because they mentioned the word adopted. I'm not sure how what I mean by adopted, but like I said, he was accepted by family. If
no,
that makes
no.
sense.
The one I'm thinking about, it, he was family. Like
Okay.
truly family. Not just embraced family, but truly family.
I wonder if he, since talking about a family friend, I wonder if they're mentioning his friend would know about this incident too. Then,
Mm, I don't know. That would be that would be pretty big.
because I
It
feel
wasn't talked
like
about.
he doesn't drink a lot, but special occasions. Would that make sense? Um,
I never saw him drink.
like I'm just getting a sense of drinking. I just feel like maybe someone was intoxicated or they were drinking, just like nothing too drunk or anything. It's just trying like hang out, social drinking, and then the secret kind of got exposed to that one person.
Interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't know that then.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
because like they're trying to give me more information. Um, I think they're dancing around the subject on me because we're on a live.
And I'm sure she would appreciate that if she saw this. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so that's part of why they're dancing around.
yeah. There's a
Okay,
high
so
probability that she would see this. So
yeah, so I'm gonna leave that information. So far the information is resonating and makes sense. So like I said, I'll leave this here.
okay.
Um, let's see. And then who would in the family, or not family, but people kind of like a miscarriage.
Yes.
Okay. And then would someone that to your knowledge or awareness, like literally built the house from the ground up, like build their own house?
I mean, yes, my parents have. Yeah, I mean, we've a few people. Yeah.
Okay. And then in your eyes, who would be more prone or to get in trouble with the law? Like speeding tickets, do I just get in trouble with the law?
Probably me out of like my immediate.
Okay.
Probably me. Uh,
Okay, okay. I'll take that. Let's see. Um,
Not that I have lately, everybody, but that would probably be me.
let's see.
There's one other person, but they're not around any longer. So unless it
Okay.
feels like, yeah, if it's a live person, it's me.
Okay, I'll take that. They didn't tell me living departed. Just said, oh,
Okay.
someone is about to get more in trouble with the law, kind of thing. Um, and then in your eyes, who would this? I'm not. If I was like a living man, the man who's living, if the fixer upper construction in the family, like not as a career, but it's like oh, fix the things of the house when it's needed,
Oh
stuff like
yeah.
that.
I mean, that's my dad and my brother for sure.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, for
because it
sure.
didn't feel like a profession. It feels like a little side thing.
No, not
Um,
professional at all. They YouTube everything.
okay.
And it's a running joke about my dad, and yeah, so it's a running joke about my dad being the handyman.
Okay, so that would make sense about the joke being
Yeah.
brought up. Okay. Um I'm not sure this is about you, but in your eyes, in the family, who would be more prone to stay up later than necessary? Will that make sense?
Yeah, I'm definitely a night owl. Yeah.
Okay. But I just feels like how to say it, it's more due to anxiety though. Will that make sense?
Yeah, that could be me or one of my sons.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um I think just want to talk both about both for you guys. I think for you it can be like financial situation. That makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Um, I don't know why I'm seeing. Maybe this is a symbolism for when you guys like take trips to the aquarium, see life. Will that make sense?
Um, Not the aquarium in particular. Yeah, I don't know. I'd need more info.
Okay, because I'm just literally seeing like they show me a movie, and I'm just seeing a bunch of like aquarium, sea life, zoo, just like family trips to see different types of animals. That makes sense.
Yeah, family trips for sure. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Let's see what else. Okay. So I'm going to put a trigger warning. I'm not going to try to say this carefully because of tickety talked.
Yeah,
Um,
let's not get banned, sister.
yeah. So there's a case of like someone in a VD relationship switched
Yeah, that could
switched
be a
those two
couple
words around.
people.
Okay.
Hmm.
Um, first like the male was more aggressive towards the female, like the the actual touching abuse.
Okay, there still could be a couple of people that I know. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to get more information. Mm, kind of goes okay. So what I mentioned about the miscarriage earlier, it kind of goes back to the VD relationship.
Yeah, there are, yeah, possibly somebody I'm thinking about. Yeah, maybe.
It
But
feels
it's
like
not, it's not, it's not what it seems. It wouldn't be like the intimate partner relationship. It would be familial.
yeah. Let's see. If it's the same situation popping back up, please let me know.
No, yeah, well, the same situation, I wouldn't know
Hmm.
that part of a miscarriage. I would have to ask, and I don't know if I want to ask that. The one I do know of, they are two separate incidences, but the same person experienced. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel like one of them didn't want the pregnancy.
Oh, yeah, then I wouldn't know about that.
Okay. Because they're talking about it.
Because from my understanding, they were true miscarriages, like actual miscarriages. So,
Okay.
not the other word, not the other one.
Was this something an event took place in October since at Halloween?
I found out I was pregnant on Halloween.
Oh, okay. That would make sense. October Halloween. Okay, okay, okay. I misinterpreted messages. Okay, I'll take that. Let's see. I think now they're yelling at me. Sorry, oh, they're yelling at me now. So when I brought about that miscarriage, and then you did the person didn't want it, is this like you didn't want that to happen? Now it makes sense. You didn't want that miscarriage to happen.
Yeah, oh, I didn't have a miscarriage. No, I found out I was pregnant on Halloween and my son was born. My youngest. Was the miscarriage wasn't mine.
I wonder why they're saying they're trying to go back. Do you think it's a trickster grandfather coming in again?
Not about this, no. The film, no. Uh-uh.
Because I feel like he's like interrupting too, like trying to change the subject. Would that make sense?
He, yeah, it probably would because they're probably uncomfortable.
Yeah, like one of them was trying to talk about the grandfather. He's like, no, no, let's go. So I feel like that interference. That's why I quickly caught on to your
Interesting.
grandfather's energy.
That's funny. Running
um,
interference.
hmm but he's a good protector though. I like him so far. um, okay. What the name? I mean, like the FR male name.
FR middle name?
Male name.
Male name FR?
Mm-hmm. Could be like friends, coworkers, their social connections, family, friends. Like, I kind of want to squeeze my lips together like this and say the name something. I'm
Huh.
not sure.
I don't have anyone close to me, friends or that's FR. Mm-mm.
Okay, that's okay. And then what else? So funny. I feel like Mary, something. Mary name,
Mary?
Mary, just something female name. Like I wanna. It has that
Um,
weird pronunciation to it, like the weird sounding.
uh, Probably our pet name for either one of my grandmothers. It was Mamaw or Meemaw.
Okay,
Is that right?
probably. It sounds like it's like it's weird. Like it's like weird
Yeah.
pronunciation. Yeah, it's
It's a
weird.
it's yeah, that's the what we called my grandmothers is either Mamaw or Meemaw instead
Okay,
of grandma or
I want to say
nanny.
Meemaw because it sounds like Mary, Meemaw, Mary. I think I want to say Meemaw and
Okay.
stuff. Let's see. Do you know, like a Emily? Emily?
No Emily's.
That's like a social connection of yours, though. It's like you cross path like real quick. It's like something to in your energy, but like first I should know it's
Um,
psychic too, or
oh, that would have been really
aware.
weird. Mm-mm.
Not sure.
Yeah, that'd be. I know an Emily from college, but I haven't spoken to her in a million years, so.
That's part of talking about like she's aware about these stuff. That makes sense.
Huh, I don't know. She would, I mean, she would probably be open. Yeah.
Okay.
She's a pretty cool chick. Oh,
What about the you?
wait. Hold on. Are you very sure it was Emily?
Emily, yeah,
It is definitely Emma or Emily,
Emily.
not
It's just
okay. Emily? No. Okay. Then no. Because if it was like sounding like Emily, that could be somebody. But no, if it's Emily for sure, no. Mm-mm.
yeah. That's it.
Okay.
Emily, strictly Emily.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
no.
maybe they're trying to say to try to reconnect with her.
All right, Emily, if you're seeing this on Facebook, what's up, girl?
Right? Um, I'm not sure. It feels like two names: Robert, Bob, Robert, Rob, Robert, Bob, something like that. Does that make sense?
I have a couple of Roberts Rob
Okay.
in my life. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I don't know why, because like when Robert popped up or Rob, I'm mean like Bob the Builder. So I'm not sure like they build stuff. Does that make sense?
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know. I
know.
don't know if the Robs in my life build things.
Or maybe like fix things. Does that make sense? Like to fix things in life.
Yeah. No, they're pretty, yeah, astute businessmen. So they're not fixers.
Hmm. They want to talk about someone seeing an apparition of a dead loved one.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, they want to talk about it. Because I have to take that moment pause. It's like a movie playing in my head, and I just saw like a. Oh, that was like a female though. The apparition of a female.
Um, an apparition of a female? Yes, yes, I did when I was very little.
Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. They're kind of laughing about it because they're like, I didn't. How was I? They're trying to say like, I didn't spook you. You spooked yourself, kind of thing. Like they were just trying to mind their own business. Like they're just floating across the room. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. I think I was around seven, so that does, or 7 or 8, so that does make sense that I would scare myself more than they intend to scare me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a sense of like, you know what? After, okay, so I'm gonna tell you exactly what I seeing or what they're telling me is like the apparition of the female you saw, and then there's little dots connecting to the word demonic. So and then there's shadow work, and so I'm trying to like form a sentence, and so basically there's a fear of like ghosts or spirits or considered demonic or things. So I just feel like they're gonna talk about like the shadow work of not accepting that not all spirits are demonic or bad entities. Does that make sense?
Um, it would for the great grandmother that I saw. She was highly religious, and so was her daughter. So they would probably be the ones that think, all ghosts are demonic, because
Mm.
they were super religious.
But who else was in the other room though? Like literally on the side of the wall.
My brothers. I was watching my brothers, and I saw my great grandmother. It was weird. It was really weird.
Yeah, because I think she's coming through and trying to talk more about it. And I feel like for you too, like she's like pull me back and she say, no, let's talk about the shadow work. And I just feel like there's some point in your life, you, your family, you guys try to work through that not all spirits are bad or demonic. Does that make sense?
Not for my immediate family. That would be extended because again, they were super religious, and
Mm-hmm.
my immediate family is not. So
It's like I don't know why I'm getting pulling back and forth about this situation. I'm
that's fine.
sorry. And then so I'm seeing porch. I'm not sure. It's a back to front porch, just somewhere where people sit, and then I'm seeing hummingbird feeders, and I see hummingbird.
Yep, that's accurate.
Okay. They just showed me like little hummingbird feeders and hummingbirds just going around the hummingbird feeders.
Hmm.
And would like taking a trip to the mountains or just something to kind of to the mountains for a getaway. Would that make sense?
Yeah, a few times. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, that could be a couple of people, but yeah, we went to.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Like they're trying to give me information. I'm not sure what kind of car this is. It feels like I'm just gonna example to me, kind of like the Chevy or Ford way back old model trucks. Does that make sense?
Uh, yes, it does make sense.
Um, at first it feels like they're saying that it's laying in the yard at first. I would just sit in the yard collecting dust, and then it feels like it was very well loved.
Yes.
the car.
Yes, it was.
Like it was a baby to them. Like if someone babied the car.
Yep.
Okay. Um, did it get sold?
I mean, yes, it did, but I don't remember it being sold. My grandfather had a Model T, and I remember playing in it and stuff, but I don't remember who sold it or when he sold it or any of that stuff. I was not around.
Okay, because it told me that it got sold, and he kind of cried about it.
Oh,
That
I'm
makes
sure.
sense. um, let's see. And is there something I'm not sure if like to me just traveling abroad or living abroad? Will that make sense? Just going
Yeah.
abroad
Yeah, I lived
and stuff.
abroad.
Okay. Was it for like for education purposes or informational wise?
We were there because my father was stationed there. I was a teenager. It's been a long time.
Okay. Okay, that would make sense. Why then? Because like your father was right there, and then maybe he moved over there for purposes,
Oh, yeah,
for
he was in the
educate.
military, so we were assigned to go
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Was there like a something about someone that wants to take a trip or see Japan? That makes sense.
I mean, that's on my bucket list. It's not something that
Oh,
I actively think about, but yeah, it's on my bucket list.
okay, then maybe it just says to show that they're aware of what you do in your life, day-to-day basis and
Okay.
stuff like that. Um. Oh, okay. Please excuse me. So, into your knowledge awareness, in your eyes, there's a younger boy than you. A younger boy. I feels like I'm not sure the age, just way younger than you. Be more on the neurodivergent side, like ADD, ADHD, autism, on that spectrum. That makes sense.
Yes, a couple of them.
Who would be? I felt like they want to talk about more the law of energy type.
Law of energy?
Mm-hmm. Like bouncing,
That's
jumping, you
confusing.
can't stay still.
Oh, the
Um,
hyperactive type. Yeah. There's two that I'm thinking of. It could be one or the other. It depends if they're alive or not.
because they're telling me that one of them is like a slow, one of them is a slower learner. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So whoever is the slower learner, they want to say just give them more time.
Okay. That's my youngest son.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Awesome. So maybe they're saying to give your son a bit more time then.
Okay.
Let's see. They're saying happy birthday to him.
Well, that's early.
Okay, well, I'll take that
Yeah.
then. So they know
Okay.
his birthday is coming up then.
All
Well, that's
right.
awesome. They know his birthday is coming up. Okay, happy birthdays. Let's see. Oh, okay. Would I'm not sure how long ago this is. I'm just like it's movie will play in my head. Someone coming to the house. It feels like a departed female um house. It's like someone walked into their house and then there was clothes and then something like keepsake of clothes, keeping clothes or packing up the clothes. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
Will this clothes still be around? I feel like one piece of
Yes.
the clothing is still around.
Yes. Some of them are, yes.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
they're saying thank you. I feel like whatever piece of
That's
clothing,
funny.
they really loved it a lot. I don't know what it is, but I love that cloth a lot and stuff. Like they cherished it.
Are you sure it's a female? Because that would be true for a male as well.
I think it's. I want to say female though.
Okay. That'd be
I'm
my
getting the
grandmother
female.
then. Yeah, my
Okay, because I'm getting
grandmother.
female energy.
Okay.
Um, let's see. Is there anything else they wanna? I think this is all they want to say
Okay.
and stuff. So I don't know what you want to do next, but if you want to talk about your experience or whatever you want to do, feel free to. I'm gonna lead the way.
Y- Yeah, so there were so tell me, you said a couple of times you were like, I'm seeing a movie, what does it look like to you when you get do you get it in other forms other than movies? Do you see other pictures or get feelings? Like, how does that work?
It really depends on the spirit. That's why sometimes during my reading, I try to pinpoint as I see, I feel, stuff like that to you. And when a movie play in my head, it may not be exactly the same situation, but I can see like a film going by. It's like a movie.
Huh, okay.
And again, is this up to me because it's my psychic abilities, and so they try to work with me on the best way to help me to have a smooth reading. And then the I feel sometimes I get their feelings too. Because remember in the beginning, I said I've had this longing for the family and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I feel in their own feelings too.
Interesting.
And sometimes it depends on my level of awareness too. Because sometimes, remember earlier when I caught on your trickster grandfather trying to interfere with
Hmm.
the reading. I try to catch on to the movement or the shift of energy too, because I can feel it. Um, and then, and sometimes if I don't catch it, I feel like I'll get a bop in the head, like stop, stuff like that. I can feel like that push. So it's really,
That's funny.
to me, it depends on my boundaries I have with my spirit team, because sometimes like they will interfere, or sometimes it's your loved ones. They're like stop. So
Hmm.
when I get these things, it's really hard to say just because it depends on the spirit themselves. Because like their personality does not go away. So if they're the type of person when they're alive to kind of stop you or bop you or like interrupt, they'll still do that in the afterlife too.
Interesting. Interesting. Does this drain you?
No.
It doesn't?
Mm-mm.
Fascinating. Did it used to and you learned how to kind of harness it, or you've always just been like, no, I'm good?
It used to drain me, and the reason why I now know it doesn't used to drain me because remember earlier when I mentioned that I can feel your grandmother trying to work with me. I feel that pull. That's them coming to me instead of me reaching out to them. So if I reach out to them or come to them, that's using my energy to them. So
Got it.
you know how sometimes the momentum by information be back to back or slow down. It's like
Hmm.
interchanging too. So sometimes I'm reaching out to your loved ones or your loved one reaching out to me. Um, I want to say, for example, when I when I felt your grandfather that came through, I instantly noticed the presence. But then about the uncle, that started thing, or the family member, but the little specific thing.
Oh, uh-huh.
Um, I felt like he reached out to me. That's why I was able to pick it up. Because usually, if I pick it up, I'll tell you to pick it up, and then, but he came to me, or they came to me about it. Um, like I said, it just really it depends on your level of awareness too that you have.
Fascinating. Fascinating. So, if that thing about the abuse, the essay, um, it would be wild if you actually got that, because it's a super family secret. So that's
Mhm.
fascinating. Um, yeah, that's pretty crazy. But I don't want to pursue that on here because it's not my story to tell. And the
Mhm.
fact, that she might see this, I'm not trying to trigger her or, hurt her. I love her very much. I was hoping that my brother would come through, but he didn't. So that's a little bittersweet. I hope he's busy, doing whatever he's doing. I'm super glad that my grandparents came through. It's interesting, the grandparents that came through. Because
Really?
yeah, the really tall one, he wasn't very nice in life. We
Huh?
didn't have a good relationship, so it's weird that he came through. I expected Meemaw for sure, for sure. And my papa was the trickster. Papa is he's the he was always such a goofy, and made us smile and laugh, and yeah, he was a good man. He's a good man. So yeah, it was interesting who came through. Really interesting. Um,
Yeah, especially since the tall one now, since you mentioned it.
Yeah, the tall one. He wasn't very nice. he wasn't very nice in life. So it's interesting that he came through with some of that stuff because yeah. Anyway, it's not my story to tell and it's not mine to forgive. But it's fascinating that he came through. So, but yeah, other than that, pretty cool stuff with the you picked up March, which is my brother's death month.
And that's probably him coming through then. Because I was
Yeah,
wondering too if some of the information that
yeah,
doesn't resonate with you can be about him, and then he got interrupted. Does that make sense?
yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I was hoping to hear from him a little bit more. Um, and when you were talking about somebody else's items, I actually have his favorite shirt literally right next to me. If I'm home, it sits next to me. It doesn't leave my side. So it's fascinating that you got my grandmother's ring, and then you kept saying female clothing, which is also my grandmother. My mother has stuff of hers. Um, but yeah, I've got my brother's shirt sitting right here too. So yeah, I hope he was around. That would be amazing.
I'm sure he
I
was
miss
around.
him.
I think he's more. If he is he more of a private person, like introvert, like he doesn't want
Yeah.
random people to know about him. That makes sense.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Then that's probably
Yeah, it
why he
does.
wouldn't come through because he doesn't want the live people in the live to know about him.
Mm, got it. Yeah.
You
I
remember?
think yeah, that makes sense. He was very
Yep.
private and he was an introvert on top of it. So,
Yeah. So now I'm picking up
yeah.
a little bit of his personality right now too. And so, like I said earlier, it goes back to the personality, and everything.
Yeah. Fascinating. Does anybody have questions for this beautiful soul? Either on my lives or hey JD. Hi. Hey Andrea. Yeah, if you guys have some questions on Facebook or Instagram, drop them and I will she can see this too. We're streaming from multiple platforms. So if you guys have questions for her about how this works for her or how to get in touch with her, if you want your own reading, she does readings for reasonable prices. And again, okay, so Andrea Keegan. She's asking anything for her. So, Linda, do you want to tell Andrea how this works for you? And
Mm,
pricing structure and all of that stuff, scheduling, or is anything coming through offhand?
I'm not picking up anything just because I got literally got done with a reading of yours,
Yeah,
so
she'll
the energy is
probably.
kind of like, psh, yeah.
Yeah.
So she may have to message me, if
Okay.
she wants to specifically connect with somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Andrea, shoot her a DM. Yeah, shoot her a DM off of this live. Just click her name, and she's on Facebook. So, look in your Facebook messages, Linda, from Andrea Keegan to get a
Okay.
live reading from her. I'm sure Linda would love to do that for you. And as you saw, it was pretty cool. Painless-ish. Just a few tears, which, is to be expected from loved ones coming through that you miss. But other than that, fascinating things that you picked up on that I just can't say here, but I will tell you in private
Okay.
about some of the things. So you're like, oh, okay, you can make the dots, but I'm not going to broadcast it because they're
Okay.
not my stories to tell. But yeah, we'll do that. I'll connect with you in a few and I'll tell you what's up. Anybody else? Anybody else got anything for us? Because if not, I'm going to let her go. She is sitting in her car, as you can see, escaping from her children so she could have peace and quiet for us, which I appreciate. I'm sure she appreciates the semi-quiet, except for, all the things in her head and
Yeah.
chatter of spirit. So, gosh, yeah, you guys, thanks for joining us. Thank you so much for doing this, Linda. It was amazing. And you guys, you know how to get a hold of her. Click the link in her bio, schedule a reading, click on her name, go message her. Clearly, she's on TikTok and Facebook. And are you on IG too?
Yeah. I am.
Okay, she's on IG too. So, no excuse but to go and grab a reading with her. All right, friends, we're going to end the live stream and I'm going to tell Linda what she got right. And we'll see you guys next time. Okay? Have a great night, friends. Bye bye. Stay here.
Okay.
Stay on stream yard.
On TikTok? Okay.